Hey guys, Chris from Charleston. I bought this business back here. It's called Happy Cans. It's a trash can cleaning business at the end of April of last year. Great business, but it had some problems. And so, making this video to show what we did to solve those problems, and thought that other service industry businesses might face the same. So, wanted to walk you through what we did and some of the results that we've experienced over the last 8 months. So hold tight, let me jump in front of the computer and I'll show you what we did.
All right, so I'm back in front of my computer. I am on my website, happycansnow.com. Don't judge me on the website, still work in progress. But here are my problems when I took over this business or purchased this business. The previous owner was a yes person, so said yes to every request or just about every request that came in, even though there wasn't any thought to was this a profitable job or not. So I had a problem of traveling way too far to service clients that basically I was paying them to service. So I was losing money. So no defined service area. Second thing is I was wasting a ton of time responding to requests that were just too far away. I would get home and I'd have 5 or 6 requests, and 3 of them I'd have to respond to and say, sorry, we don't service your area. Again, traveling too far. In this business, it's all about being efficient. The fewer miles that you can travel and the more clients that you can service within those miles, the better. I was traveling way too many miles a day, which, gas, wear and tear on the equipment, just not a good thing. And then something that I don't face, but I've heard about others facing it, is chargebacks. So that you didn't have a filter or some sort of stopgate in place to manage the request where they could pay online, and come to find out they buy your service online, but they are way too far away for you to actually make any money on it, so you have to refund it. Or you just don't even service their area whatsoever, and you have to refund it. Yeah, you may have language on your site that says, hey, you're responsible for the chargeback fees, but it's just it's one more hoop that you have to jump through. So those were my problems, and I was trying to figure out how in the world can I define my area so I can filter in-area requests and bad requests through my website to save me time and to become as efficient as possible with this business, so I can increase revenue, make more money. So I came up with the idea of my service area, and it's a simple tool that where on the back end, I'm getting ready to show you in just a minute. On the back end, you create your territory down to the street level in Google on Google Maps, and then you connect it to a button or a page or some sort of link on your site, and it filters out in-service area or in-area service request and out-of-service or out-of-area service request, and you get notified about it. So on my site here on Happy Cans, I actually have it attached to the request service button. So when they click that, this prompt comes up, or this pop-up comes up, and it's Happy Cans Service Locator. And then it's got some language here, which is all this is customizable. First let's see if we even service your area. So the visitor would enter in their address, starts automatically populating. I know that I do these. Let's see, here's Monk's Corner. I don't service Monk's Corner, so if I were to enter in that address and click continue, it says, oh, sorry, your address is outside of our service area. Please give us an email address to notify you when service becomes available in your area. And they enter in their address. So this is a great way to build your email list. Also a great way to understand where your requests are coming from and where you need to grow. That's what I'm doing with this business on Happy Cans with the data I collect. So they'd enter in their email address here, click submit, and there would be a thank you message. If I go back here and do one that I know that's in the area, I click continue, which I'm not going to do that right now. It would take me to or it would take the person to the Jobber form. I use Jobber for my contact management and scheduling system. And so it would take the person to that form where they would fill out the request, and I would get notified. But also, I get notified here that somebody filled out the address bar. Every time somebody fills it out, I get a notification, and it's collected on the back end. So this is the front end experience that a visitor would, how they would interact with my service area from your website. On the back end here, and I've already logged in, there's a few steps you have to go through when you register for my service area. We can help you because there is a little bit of code, or actually one line of code that you have to put on your website. If you have access to it, we can help you put it there. It's in the footer area. Or if somebody manages your site, we can give them that code and they can put it on there. But very simple. But here's the mapping view. Let me, looks like I've got some things activated here, but let me hide those. So, let me get rid of that. Show the handle. Didn't mean to do that. Get rid of the handles. All right. So here we've got the service area, the content. The content is the messaging that you saw that is all customizable. You got the first part, in area, the out of area, the prompt for email, and then the thank you. The site integration, what this is where you're going to attach my service area to your site, whether it's a link or a page to activate my service area. Or excuse me, say that backwards. This is the link where it's going to send them to if they're in area. So if they're inside your area, you send them to a form or your purchase page, or like in my case, my jobber form. And then finally the reporting. This is all the reporting. I have much more in this. We did a little upgrade, but we've got the date, the address, coordinates, in area, and email. Guys, this is a beta version, so it's a little bit cluttery. We're working on cleaning it up, but hey, my service area is free right now, so I think that the information that you see there is very. It's a good starting point. But anyway, so I went back to the service area here. And when you do the registration, you start off the registration process with your headquarters or your home address, and then that's how you start to build this area. So anytime you want to modify this area as you grow, you certainly can. If you shrink like I have, I've ended up having to reduce my client count by 10% just because of the travel where they lived. It just didn't make any sense. It was all, I was losing money. Like I said before, it was like I was paying them to actually service their trash cans or clean their trash cans. But over here, when you click on the show button, you've got the service area, you got the handles. This is how you can modify, drag or drop, or add pins. The pins that are in area with the green, you can see all the requests that were in area. Your out of area responses, which let me zoom back out. You can see out of area responses. And then something that we did with the latest little update to the system is we allow you to import your customers. And I just did a small import here of the Mount Pleasant area. If you're familiar with Charleston, it's north of downtown. So that's pretty cool. We've got some great ideas for how to expand on that as far as customers and being able to, delete some of the customers if you're doing a test. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Today, I just want to show you how my service area works, the back end of it, what it's doing for us. And speaking of that, let me, my results for using this tool have been, I've been able to create this profitable service area. So I know that if a request comes in, I can automatically say yes because I know it's going to be profitable. So now I can target, I can use this area for my marketing, especially when you look at Google ads or Facebook ads, how finite you can be, or laser focused, I should say, with your target audience. This way I know I am, anytime I run an ad, I know that if I get a lead from it, it's a good lead. So it's saving me time also, having a profitable service area. No longer am I guessing or looking up an address. It has made me more money. Like I mentioned before, I've had to let go 10% of my business, but I have increased revenue 25, almost 26% year over year from last year. I've been able to capture some emails for future marketing. I've been able to capture addresses for future growth. And not only that, I have some competitors that I'm very friendly with, and I'm able to, send them any inquiries that are out of my area. And that's just good business. So it's helped me there. Anyway, I want to give this away for free. It's been extremely valuable to me. I think, quote unquote, that it could be valuable for other industries out there. So I just want to give it away for free. Go to myservicearea.com, put in your email address. We'll follow up with you in regards to how to get you set up, because we want to make this a very even more valuable tool. And we can do that by having other users start using it and collecting feedback and slowly but surely adding some functionality. So anyway, thank you so much for your time. Leave any comments down below. Again, don't judge me on the website. But love to hear what your thoughts are, because I know there are some businesses that use a zip code as a stop gate, but I couldn't do that because I don't serve all areas of the zip code. But anyway, go to myservicearea.com, leave some comments below, share this with your buddies if you're in the service industry, because the more feedback and more users, or excuse me, I guess the more users we get and the more feedback, we can make this a sweet little tool to help you save time and make you more money as well. So thank you so much. I appreciate your time.